This is Ralph Peterson with Metro City News, bringing you an important news update. SuperDuck, the Tempest, Part 2 is now playing along with all past episodes. So please sit back, relax and soak up some of these omicron particles and enjoy the show. Ralph Peterson out.
It was an honor when Dr. DeVries chose me as his lab assistant. Dr. DeVries was at the top of his field in immunology, and was given a research grant to study the possible eradication of all debilitating diseases and viruses. He was very close to a panacea solution, and today, he was about to make that a reality. With the use of omega particles in his test subjects, 3 genetically modified duck eggs, Dr. DeVries was set to commence his test. That day, I configured the machine to emit the particles on the test subject. Then something went wrong, and the machine overloaded and sent a massive amount of omega particles towards the doctor and the test subjects. I was in shock as the doctor was knocked unconscious. Then I heard a chirping sound and saw that one of the eggs had survived the explosion. The duckling was hatching. I took a leave of absence after that dreadful day. The doctor had been in a coma ever since the accident. But I took care of the test subject till this day. I named him Clark after my dear departed grandfather. Clark grew up to be very special.
Clark, I want you to cover this. There's a doctor that just came out of a coma after 10 years. You need to get your feet wet. Bring me back a story.
I will do my best, boss.
See that you do. Clark, go get him.
I'm here for Metro City News to see the patient in room 327. Here's my authorization.
Your authorization looks okay. Take the elevator to the right. It's room 327. You're only allowed 10 minutes.
Hello, I'm Clark from Metro City News. Mom, what are you doing here?
Oh, Clark. When I heard he came out of his coma, I had to know how he was.
How do you know about Dr. DeVries?
I was his lab assistant, Clark. I was there the day it happened.
You never told me about this, Mom.
No, I should have. But you were there too. You were part of that experiment that sent Dr. DeVries into that coma. I should have told you about this a long time ago.
It's okay, Mom. Please. What part of the experiment was I? Was I some sort of freak?
No, never, Clark. You've always been very special to me. I'd never told anyone about you. I wanted to protect you from harm.
What condition is he in now?
He's in and out of consciousness. When he's alert, he doesn't seem to remember much.
I was sent to do a story on the doctor. I had no idea you were involved. Nor me either. I won't mention you at all in the story.
I'm so sorry I didn't tell you about this before, Clark.
It's okay. Don't worry. Come on. I'll walk home with you, Mom.
Doctor, this patient is coding. Take him to ICU. Stat! I've never seen anything like this before.
behind me! I'll have to go find him before anyone else is hurt. I'll walk you home.
nullified while you're in this field.
In a crumbling world, when our time is out, who will come for us? Who will come for us? When our strength is gone, who can break our chains? Who will come for us? Who will come for us? Only one can save the day. A superhero, a superhero. Only one can show the way. A superhero, a superhero.
Don't go anywhere. I'll be back.
Good evening, Metro City. I'm Ralph Peterson, and this is a breaking news update of Metro City News. In a shocking turn of events, reports have emerged of a mysterious and dangerous figure terrorizing the city. This individual described as the wizard has unusual strength, the ability to fly, and electrical powers. He has been causing widespread chaos and destruction, leaving citizens in a state of fear and confusion. According to eyewitness accounts, the wizard has been spotted chasing and abducting a woman earlier today. City officials are urging citizens to remain indoors and avoid any non-essential travel until further notice. They have also called for calm and for residents to avoid taking matters into their own hands, as the wizard's powers are incredibly dangerous and unpredictable. This is a delaying story, and we will keep you updated with the latest information as it becomes available. Stay tuned for more updates, and stay safe, Metro City.
You will help me to transfer his powers into me.
Oh, Clark.
Wait here.
Oh, Clark, we have to get you out of there.
You will execute this sequence once I get in. If you deviate, this whole lab will explode. Now.
Did you see that? Let's go investigate! This is the Metro City Police. Stand down or we'll open fire. He's firing at us. Shoot him down. No effect. You're off.
He drained all your powers, Clark. But I may know of a way to use this machine to send Omega particles into you. It should help keep you alive. I'm pretty sure this is the correct routine. Oh, Clark, I hope it works. Are you ready? Clark, it's working. You're almost back to normal. I think if I tweak this setting, I may be able to return your superpowers. Do you want me to try this?
Ralph Peterson breaking in with a special Central City News bulletin. We have obtained footage of the wizard terrorizing a group of adults and children. 2 adults are in Central City Hospital suffering minor injuries. A state police helicopter was brought down as they tried to stop the wizard from harming these people. Thankfully, they were able to land the helicopter safely after extensive damage was done to the aircraft, but the pilot and co-pilot are okay. Citizens are cautioned to stay off the streets. A statewide emergency has been declared. More on this disaster as we get it. Ralph Peterson with Central City News. Out.
Look up there! It's that wizard guy! Run!
Clark, the results here are amazing. I can't believe these readings.
We see him. Ground looks like it's clear. Let's bring him down. Fire missile. Nothing seems to stop him. Watch yourself. Chopper, too. He's coming right at you. Get out of the way. He's ran into Chopper, too. Let's get out of here. I'll try to shake them all. Hang on. If he's going to ram us, we'll take him with us. Hang on. What was that? He missed us.
Hello, this is Ralph Peterson with the Metro City News with a breaking update. The streets of the city have been decimated by the Wizard's mayhem. We have Sarah Huxley on the streets reporting on the situation. Sarah, over to you.
As you can see, Metro City has been decimated by the Wizard's destruction. Several people have been injured and hospitalized, but luckily no fatalities have been reported among civilians. Unfortunately, to state police helicopters have been brought down. None of their crews survived. Wait, we have a report that the Wizard was knocked out of the air by a mysterious object. Our cameraman is bringing you that footage now. I can't quite make out what that object is. Is this an aircraft, a low-flying bird?
It's SuperDuck. He's back.
Good evening, Metro City. This is Ralph Peterson with a breaking news bulletin. Tonight, the Wizard's reign of terror has been thwarted by none other than the mysterious SuperDuck. Citizens of Metro City can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Our Sarah Carter is out on the street now. Sarah, over to you.
I'm out on the streets of Metro City where people are rejoicing at the capture of the wizard. It seems SuperDuck was responsible for the capture of this menace. One of the children wants to say something to SuperDuck.
We love you, SuperDuck. You're the best.
Oh, Clark, I was so worried about you. I'm so glad you're okay.
I was so worried about you. I couldn't let DeVries do anything to hurt you.
What should we do with him now, Clark?
I don't know. Maybe after we drain his superpowers, we can eventually heal him.
Will you ever become SuperDuck again, Clark?
SuperDuck will always be needed somewhere. For now, I'm just happy being Clark.
In a crumbling world, when our time is out, who will come for us? Who will come for us? When our strength is gone, who can break our chains? Who will come for us? Who will come for us? Only one can save the day. A superhero. A superhero. Only one can show the way. A superhero. A superhero.
Step into the gate with another exciting episode of Stargate 2060. The team is stuck in a furling prison cell and must find a way to escape. Join us on July 15th. See you on the other side.
Good evening, Metro City. This is Ralph Peterson with Metro City News. Meteorologists and top scientists are baffled by the strange weather conditions we've been having in the area. Hail, flash floods, high winds plague city and surrounding area for days now. Over to our Ginny Parker for this report. Ginny.
Thank you, Ralph. Over the past 24 hours, Metro City has experienced a series of inexplicable weather phenomena that defy all known meteorological norms. We're witnessing something unprecedented here. Temperatures have swung wildly from scorching highs to freezing lows within a matter of minutes. Residents reported hailstones the size of basketballs, followed by fog so thick you can't see your own hand in front of your face.
It's absolute chaos here in Metro City! People don't know what to expect! We've seen snowstorms in the morning! Extreme high winds in the afternoon!
Our team of experts is working tirelessly to understand these anomalies. However, at this point, we're urging all Metro City residents to exercise extreme caution, stay indoors if possible, and prepare for rapid and unpredictable weather changes. Back to you, Ralph.
Thank you, Ginny. Metro City, stay tuned for updates as this unprecedented weather situation continues to unfold. Please remain vigilant and stay safe during these extraordinary circumstances. We'll bring you further details as soon as they become available. Ralph Peterson out.
Is there any change in his condition, Mom?
Dr. DeVries drifts in and out of consciousness, but he doesn't stay focused for very long.
Have one of your assistants monitor him. Get some rest.
I'll be home soon. Clark, I just need to run one more test.
Okay, Mom. Be careful coming home. The rain is starting to get unusually heavy out there.
Stay safe during these unusual weather conditions. We have breaking news. Sarah Huxley, our own on-the-street reporter who has been in a coma for the last year, is now awake after all this time. She was reporting on last year's Wizard incident when she was hit by a mysterious electrical discharge. Here's videotape footage of SuperDuck knocking the Wizard out of the air.
As you can see, Metro City has been decimated by the Wizard's destruction. Several people have been injured and hospitalized, but luckily no fatalities have been reported among civilians. Wait, we have a report that the Wizard was knocked out of the air by a mysterious object. Our cameraman is bringing you that footage now.
It's SuperDuck! He's back!
We wait to see how our colleague is doing. More on this as we get new information. Ralph Peterson out.
I had no idea she was affected.
How could you know, Clark?
How are you feeling, Miss Huxley?
A bit groggy, and I have a doozy of a headache, but okay otherwise.
The nurse can give you something for your headache, but let me check your vitals again. Nurse, please administer 600 milligrams of ibuprofen to Miss Huxley.
Yes, Doctor.
Do you feel any nausea?
No, just a bit groggy. Sometimes I feel like a storm is brewing in my head.
You've had a very traumatic experience, Miss Huxley. You just came out of a coma. We'll keep monitoring your condition.
A coma? How long have I been out?
Over a year now, Miss Huxley.
We need to get out of this storm, Mom. I can change and fly you home.
We're almost home, Clark. It's not much further. I think we can make it home, okay?
Okay, Mom.
How are you feeling, Miss Huxley?
My migraines are gone and I'm feeling remarkably well.
You've made a remarkable recovery so quickly. I've never seen anything like it before. Do you feel well enough to walk?
I think so. In fact, I've never felt so energized as I do now.
I've never seen anyone make a recovery as fast as you have. The doctor says you're well enough to be discharged if you feel up to it.
Yes, I think I've taken up this bed space long enough.
Do you have anyone to pick you up?
I'll call an Uber to take me home.
The weather's been pretty harsh out there. There'll be no let up in this storm. Good luck and take care.
Thank you, I will. A little rain never bothered me.
I'm going to go check on Sarah Huxley and see how she's doing. I feel bad that I may have caused her accident.
How could you know, Clark?
I still feel responsible. I'll be back soon.
Be careful, Clark. What happened, Clark?
It was Sarah Huxley, or what she's become. I tried to stop her, but her powers were just too strong. I need to rest.
Oh, Clark. We may need to boost your strength again, like we did before. I can rig the biochamber at the lab to infuse you with a dose of Omicron particles. It worked on you before.
Okay, Mom. Let me rest a bit. I'll change into SuperDuck and fly you to the lab. I have to stop her.
Good evening, Metro City. This is Ralph Peters and we're breaking news update. We're receiving reports of extreme weather conditions hitting Metro City and surrounding areas. We're hearing reports of storms, high winds, and tornadoes. Hurricane warnings have been issued by meteorological authorities. In addition, there are tsunami warnings in effect for coastal regions. Residents are advised to seek shelter immediately. If you're in an evacuation zone, please follow the instructions of local authorities. Please stay tuned to this channel for further updates and instructions. We'll continue to provide you with the latest information on this developing situation. Stay safe, Metro City. Ralph Peterson out.
These storms are getting worse. I must stop this.
I prepared the biochamber. Change to SuperDuck and get inside. This should take about an hour to infuse you with enough Omicron particles to boost your strength. I hope this works, Clark.
Any sign of that creature?
Negative. Wait. Over there. I see something.
I see it! It looks like the creature spotted us! Open fire! What just happened?
It's SuperDuck.
the black of night, in the raging storm, who will come for us? Who will come for us? When our hope is lost and the end is near, who will come for us? Who will come for us? Only one can save the day. A superhero, a superhero. Only one can show the way. A superhero, a superhero.
Mom, Dr. DeVries, what's going on?
Oh, Clark. Dr. DeVries is willing to help. He's doing much better now. No one knows more about Omicron particles as he does, and he thinks he may have a means of dealing with her extraordinary powers.
I am so sorry, Clark, for all the trouble I caused you, Marcia and Metro City. I have an idea how to stop her, or at least slow her down.
Okay, I'm willing to try. The Tempest is impossibly strong. I can use all the help I can get.
You will need to change into SuperDuck again, so I can make the modifications to your powers. I think this will help you counteract some of the Tempest's power. Please step into the Omicron chamber, and I'll make the necessary modifications. Marcia, please keep a close eye on the particle count on the monitor. Don't let it go over 95%. Good luck, Clark.
Good luck, Clark.
Ralph Peterson here with a breaking report. The Tempest seems to have stopped or slowed down the massive attacks on Metro City for now. Also, we have not heard any signs of SuperDuck either. Only time will tell. Ralph Peterson, then Metro News out.
procedure seems to be working, Marsha. Clark will only need 5 more minutes of this treatment.
I can't believe this, Doctor. The readings are off the scale.
I'm impressed as well. I didn't think he'd respond as well as this.
If I read this correctly, your super strength has doubled.
Clark, the Tempest was just spotted over Metro City. Your suit has been installed with sensors, so I can monitor your superpowers from here. Good luck.
Good luck, Clark.
Marsha, his increased power is stable for now according to these readings.
I hope it stays that way, Doctor.
I'll keep monitoring him. Why don't you get some rest? I can handle this. I'll call you if I need you.
I'll grab some coffee to keep me awake. Thank you for all that you've done. His power is increasing. He must be in a fight with the Tempest. I wish we could see what was actually going on.
His Omicron level is higher than I could ever have imagined. Go get him, Clark!
This is Rob Peterson with Metro City News. Breaking news tonight. The Tempest, Metro City's notorious storm-wielding villain, was spotted just moments ago near the Metro City News building. Eyewitnesses report seeing a woman levitating several stories in the air, caught in what appeared to be a swirling vortex of wind and lightning. We'll bring you more as this story develops. Stay tuned to Metro City News for the latest updates. Rob Peterson out.
Marcia, you look exhausted. Sit down and rest a while. I will monitor Clark.
I just need to rest a few moments. I'll be fine. I'll check the local station and see if there is any news.
We interrupt this broadcast with a breaking news report. The Tempest, the menace of Metro City, has kidnapped a woman and thrown her high in the air. In a dramatic rescue, SuperDuck saved her from falling to her death. The Tempest is now attacking office buildings in the downtown area, next to the Metro City News building, causing earthquakes and massive damage. Citizens are urged to stay off the streets and steer clear of the downtown area. Ralph Peterson for Metro City News, out.
This is terrible. Clark will have to rescue that poor woman and save the building from the Tempest's rampage.
Oh, Clark. He's gonna need all his strength to save the building.
How is the Tempest, Sarah Huxley doing, Doctor?
It will take a while, Clark. I can reverse most of the damage to her physically, but her mind may take quite a while to heal.
I'm glad. I hope she can find her way back to being herself again.
I was impressed. Your powers have grown to a new level I never thought was possible.
I feel sort of exhilarated. It became easier to defeat her after a while.
Well, I'm just glad you're okay. You were amazing today, Clark. You kept a building from falling.
Justin, after the devastating damage caused by the Tempest, looters have started ravaging the now empty downtown streets of Metro City. We'll bring you more on this later. And thank you, SuperDuck. You have saved us all once again. Ralph Peterson out.
I guess I should go and check it out. This calls for SuperDuck.
In the raging storm, who will come for us? Who will come for us when our hope is lost and the end is near? Who will come for us? Who will come for us? Only one can save the day. A superhero. A superhero. Only one can show the way. A superhero. A superhero.
We hope you enjoyed the show. Stay tuned with more news updates on the new SuperDuck coming early 2026. For Metro City News, Ralph Peterson out.
Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, consider leaving a like. And maybe hit that subscribe button as well. This will help our channel to grow. Duty calls. This is a job for SuperDuck.